If you've ever started something new that's really important to you, only for it to fade when life gets hard or just in the way, then this video is for you. Because honestly, you are not alone. Most people rely on bold one-off actions to get results. It feels productive until a storm hits and the motivation to do it disappears. During an electrical storm at night in the Colorado mountains, I learned a powerful truth. Consistency beats heroic efforts. And this one shift has completely changed how I build my mental toughness, resilience, and self-leadership. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why all-out efforts fail when it matters most, and how small, repeatable, daily actions create the kind of resilience and self-trust that actually lasts, even on the days you don't feel like it. Winter training in Chamonix can be challenging at times. The extra layers, micro spikes, and I often wear big ski gloves as my hands get really cold quickly. There are no cheering crowds on these runs, and they're not particularly glamorous. My times actually get worse during the winter, but I keep showing up day after day. Fast forward to Colorado. There were blue skies at the start of the race, which by nightfall had turned into a wild electrical storm with heavy rain, and above the tree line, it was dumping with snow. On this steep climb, I came across 3 guys sheltering under a tree. They had just decided to turn back and descend to the last aid station. One asked if I was going to join them. I didn't hesitate. No, I'm going to carry on. What made the difference wasn't my fearless and brave determination in that moment, although I wish I could say it was. It was quite simply the quiet preparation I had already done when no one was watching. My gear, my systems, my mindset, they had already been tested through months of uncomfortable, wet, cold, often boring training sessions in winter. This isn't just about running, it's about how anything worthwhile is actually built. Now, heroic efforts are loud and visible, an all-nighter on a critical project for work, a big weekend of training when you're trying to cram in some volume. You can point to them and feel like you're making progress. Consistency is invisible by design. The 47th identical training run, the quiet work before an important meeting. Nobody's there cheering you on saying, "Hey, great job," which is exactly why most people skip it. They skip the routine because when something is easy to do, it's just as easy not to do it. Everyone talks about consistency. How do we actually do it? And here's a practical truth. Efforts led by motivation run on like a temporary emotion. They vanish the moment you're tired, cold, scared, or distracted. And you can't build anything lasting on something that changes hourly sometimes. Consistency runs on something much more reliable: identity and structure. Not, "I kind of feel like doing it today," but instead, "This is who I am and this is what I do." Not negotiating with yourself every morning, but removing that decision entirely. And this is self-leadership in its purest form. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you strengthen the most important relationship you have, the one with yourself. We all have limited energy, limited willpower in any given day. Every small decision, or big, drains from that same resource, the same tank, as it were. Because when getting started depends on convincing yourself every single time, sooner or later, you're going to fail to convince yourself to do it when it actually matters most. Consistency solves this by turning the hard thing, the action, into something automatic, a habit, not a decision. There's a second layer to this scenario. Psychologist Albert Bandura called the deeper layer self-efficacy, your proven belief in your own ability to handle what's in front of you. So not hope, not the world's best pep talk, evidence, real evidence. Every unglamorous winter run was a small deposit in that account for me. It was proof. By the time the storm hit in Colorado, I wasn't hoping my gear would hold or that I would be able to handle the discomfort. I knew because I had the receipts from my winter training. This is how real mental toughness is built, not in the dramatic moments, but in the tiny, repeatable actions you do when nobody is watching. This same principle applies everywhere. The writer who shows up for 5 sentences daily will outlast the one waiting for this perfect 3-hour inspired session. The leader who prepares quietly will stay calm in a crisis. The parent, the entrepreneur, the creative, we all face our own storms, and the ones who last are rarely the most talented. They're the ones who built the quiet systems and identity daily. So the next time you feel the urge to take a big, impressive, heroic action, choose consistency instead and ask yourself, what's the smallest version of this I could repeat tomorrow and the day after? Now, I know this isn't a sexy or exciting option, but it's the one still standing when the storm arrives. Maybe pick one action this week, not the ambitious one, the tiny repeatable one. It could be as simple as reviewing your top 3 priorities for tomorrow the night before. One of my favorites is doing a small act of kindness that makes tomorrow easier. I like to think of it as paying it forward to future Kaz. And these acts can be like teeny tiny. Putting water in the kettle the night before, ready for my first cup of gorgeous coffee the next morning. Or tidying my desk at the end of each day. Choose one, commit to it daily. That's how you build the version of you that when that storm hits, you'll be ready. And I know it's not always easy. I fail a percentage of times. I have a few good habits that I want to install right now that I'm working on, and I've been tilted so many times over the last few weeks. But I truly believe that our small, repeatable daily actions are what build the mental toughness, the resilience, the intentional self-leadership, self-trust that we all want. So when we are standing in front of a really tough and challenging moment, we can lean on our actions, our habits, and trust our ability to handle what comes next. That's your self-efficacy. Thank you for watching. I'm Kaz. If you're serious about building real mental toughness and a calm, disciplined mindset, then you're in the right place, and I'm really grateful you're here. This is Metal TV. See you in the next one.